Hello, friends. We are back on the desolate world of Mavis. Mavis 2, rather, in Cubic Odyssey. I am endeavoring to create the roving ship weapon. So there's a mobile ship weapon that will let us do the same thing as these wonderful temple weapons will let us do. It's been mentioned before, but there's a new-ish mechanic that when you bottom out your ship, pressing down, it'll kick you right out of the pilot seat. And if you do it over terrain, or over other things, there's a possibility that it'll both kick you out of the pilot seat and you'll just drop to the bottom of your ship. That's could be good, could be bad. It's a good shortcut sometimes, but like a lot of things, it happens when you're least expecting it. So, I have upgraded probably more than I should the things for starting a Let's Play. I probably should have been recording from the very beginning. I don't know why I didn't just do that, but those little buzzsaw birds. I don't like about this game, you gotta shoot a bunch of wildlife if you want the genetic materials. So I know you've seen it other places before, probably if you're watching anything about this game, interested. Once you clear a planet from its infection, you get a marble statue. And at the top, in the hand, will be some glowing materials. And then every hour on the hour, this chest, the reward monument, will regenerate. So I've seen a lot of other bloggers, or YouTubers, or people with Let's Plays, recommend to put a planetary portal right there so you can come back and grab it. But honestly, once you start capturing ships, and like, I'm a big proponent of this, I found 4 Leviathan in a local sector, so I'm sorry. What base? Mine? Base mine is under attack. Sir, are you sky manta rays attacking my ship? What is that? What base is under attack? I'm sorry, I completely lost my train of thought there. The little I had. Stop it, sky manta rays. This genetic materials to craft life pills. There's a workaround for that. If you get the darkness infection, you will no longer recover health. And that can suck when it starts filling up your hearts, because early on, you start the game with 3 hearts. Do enough planet clears using a temple, and the temple will level up a heart each time. So, I have as many hearts as I have. Sorry. Anti-wildlife. I'm still not thrilled with the laser sound effects being so freaking loud. There's no way to turn down just weapons, fire sound effects. I mean, I can set it so that my flashlight no longer automatically pops on if I wanted to, but I can't lower the volume of the screaming loud ship lasers. But it is what it is. What to do. Overall, this game is fantastic, and I mean, I bought this game. I lucked out. There's a Steam sale. When I started looking at it, I watched a couple of Let's Plays. Cage 848. I hope I didn't blunder your name there. Great Let's Plays. Sold me on the game immediately. All of the videos I've seen in this game about 5 months ago. I was not paid to do this video. I did not get it for free. I got it for $14.99 on Steam. And, I mean, you can't beat that. You really can't beat that. I like a lot of lifetime gamers, I'm not even going to say career gamers, because I don't think I'm doing it. There's an issue with paying upwards of, like Borderlands, it's almost $70. I freaking love Borderlands. I am a lifetime fan of the Borderlands series. I'm going to keep buying those games when they come out, probably until they're not sold anymore. But $70 is a chunk of change. And it's prohibitive for a lot of people to start playing games like that when they're new. And there were some arguments being made by a lot of gamers that if a fantastic game like Hollow Knight can come out for $20 and it's set by the studio that did it at $20 because they wanted you to have it at $20, not because that's all they thought it was worth. They game would have sold at 30, sold it for 60, but they wanted prices at $20. I think that's absolutely accurate. And I mean, the team that put this game together, out of this world. This is not a simple Minecraft knockoff. It's a full-on voxel game in its own right. There is really nothing knockoffish about this. It does what you'd want to do in a Minecraft or a voxel game alone, and more. You have a full-fledged mission story mode. Fully interactable enemies. You have really good creature design. Some of the aliens that I've run into are fantastic looking. This is as another lifetime sci-fi jump. Just great character designs. Not space octopus. It's space giant cat. Now there are wolves in this game. And it's probably a lot of convergent evolution going on there. Probably a lot of changes throughout the galaxy, maybe. Other planets going around. But nothing about this game was just phoned in. I mean, there's a lot of touch, care, and polish that went into a lot of this game. And even little things like, it's Halloween right now, I'm recording this on Halloween. The cute little stoplight. All the lights turned into spiders, this type of ability. And these lights are ghost to use. These regular floor lamps that are normally just a IKEA, if you will, stand lamp, or right now they're ghost to use. That's adorable. And the game is cute, it's fun, it's playable, and it's got a lot of depth. Definitely not something for people who aren't the biggest fan of grindy games, because there is some repetitiveness to collecting the stuff you need to collect. It's a progression, but that's what this kind of game is. That's what a voxel game, open world survival game is for. A few things about the game, and then I'll stop. I'll go back to the actual, mission statement of the video that I'm supposed to be on. They are consistently, and this is cute too. I don't know if this didn't change for Halloween, but here's that the tables are spider webs, chairs are spiders for Halloween. A little bit glitchy, but things like fuel cells have been picked up when they should. Drop that. This game should be supported because there seems like a lot of community interest in it. And that is not going to go away for a while. I'm really hoping this will be a new alternative open world game style. Or Minecraft-like voxel games that are just going to be different topics. We're going to do some sci-fi, some horror, some mystery, but a full-fledged game by its own right. And this game is just a beautiful little game. And it's a big open world, too. It's not just a little... Picking up some good, not just a little tiny game. There are a lot of planets in this game. There's a lot of stuff to explore. And like I said in the earlier short video, things just like having a scanner. I can tap a scanner. Having a mining tool that will mine blocks. It can be upgraded. You can mine at range. You can upgrade the range. You can add plugins. to make it mine at range, or mine faster at range, or mine multiples of the blocks that you want. It's wonderful. A lot of customizability, a lot of what you want in a box. And you can play true survival, or you can just play open world exploration. There's a few different game types. I'm in story mode. I haven't tried out any other modes yet, but it's looking promising. So, those by my feet there. Some of the blocks will just get picked up and carried with you. Here you are. Some of the blocks will get picked up and carried with you if you have a full inventory. It doesn't happen all the time. I'm quite sure why it happens sometimes, but I'm not a game dev, so. Once we capture a pirate outpost, it's going to turn into a city. You actually get a intra-planetary teleporter, and then you get an interplanetary teleporter, like the one I dropped down by that statue, if you really want one. Inventory management. One of the things this game could use is a lot more inventory management. There is no search feature. There is no way of telling on your cargo hold exactly what you got. The best way I've found so far is to go into a store, into a merchant, and sell tab or buy tab, and look at the actual numerical counts of what you got. And that's only going to be accurate insofar as if you're 40 meters or 1,000 meters from your ship. The ship, there. Yeah, so 40k meters is that what you have to be to that ship to teleport onto it, or use any of the, man, that's a good orbs hanging out right there. To board or use the ship components, or rather world components in your cargo, you have to be as close as 40 meters to your ship. So, let's talk about eventually having ships just hacking land instead of hovering up in the stratosphere like they do sometimes, because it's based off of the height of the. Watch still following me. It's hilarious. It's based off the height of the terrain. It's how far it's going to be hovering in the air. I still can't reach that. I've got a super upgraded to jetpack, and I can't reach it. And the reason I'm doing all this to get up to the ship is if you teleport, it uses up a chunk of your battery. And batteries matter less and less, but there's just habits you pick up in this game, like when you're still stuck on green batteries, you only use a lot fewer, and whenever you can, just don't. We'll see if I'm actually low enough here. Be able to drop in. Yeah, you 27 meters, that's good. Not dead, 27 meters in there. Okay, so, as I was saying, if you want to look at your inventory, how much inventory you actually have, you got bag space here. I'm going to cap out a lot of the stuff I've got at a good 400, so 4 stacks. Because I think any more than that is really getting excessive. And because I have a fighter class ship, I don't have a Leviathan that I'm currently using. I did pick up a Leviathan recently, another one that I like quite a bit. I have the dual striker, but I mean, this ship is just such a tank. It hits hard. It's maneuverable enough for what I want, and it's a palace sometimes. I'm sticking with this guy for a little bit. If I fish, you really want to fish. You never know. You might want a fillet of fish. Well, as far as inventory management, it does suck a little bit that you can't get accurate counts of how many you have of what have you, whatever items. They're separated into different bags. You don't know, for instance, those orange gear fuel cells on total count because they're hanging out somewhere else you don't want them to be. I can get a little annoying, but overall, manual inventory management is not the worst case scenario. Let's see, a long Okay, well, I don't think police need rocks for... I don't know what that's about. I'm gonna go over here. Bounty's still a solid way of making some money. Usually real quick, easy. What I'm doing right now is I'm looking for a chest to throw some of these building materials into. So I don't just lose them, but I am full up. I really might just chuck them. I don't see a recycler, because one of the good things to do with blocks you just don't want, instead of just destroying them, find a recycler. At least get some energy pods. I'm not getting you 50 units of cobalt. What? Oh, really? We're gonna be like... Well, that's a new one. That's never happened to me in the game before. And just to point out, your death penalty money scales dramatically. So, 100,000, I'm not gonna be losing that early on in the game. Thank goodness. But I mean, that's a heck of a penalty for. Units of cobalt ore, I still feel like I should shoot this NOC. But I'm gonna let that go. Normally I would just reload a game save, but game save and I don't want to. So, and like I keep saying, you really collect ships. Just collect ships. Money is less and less of an object in this game if you just collect some ships up. I'm not going to be able to get the doggone chests or find a place to recycle these guys. I don't know that I want to deal with taking them off planet. Another thing about inventory management I will point out. You see how it says 2 in inventory? This is my jetpack. This is the one I'm using. There is one up in the ship that it's counting, but it's a little finicky. So if you go and sell, if I went and sold that jetpack right now, I wouldn't know which jetpack it was selling. Usually it's good. Usually it sells the one out of inventory that you're not using, but sometimes it'll sell the one that you are using, and that's kind of crazy making. I don't like that it does that. I don't think that's very well thought out. Hopefully there will be some changes made and some things that get smoothed out in the game as it's around for a bit. Inventory management is definitely a sticking point. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's not the end of the world, but I mean, really, I don't want to keep picking up orange fuel cells and not knowing how many I have. I don't want to keep getting. I've got all my bio stuff and red darkness stuff over in here and filling slots, because when you fly through space, if you run through a chest to pick it up, it'll fill up these slots. So if you don't have any free slots, or if you have randomized free slots all through your inventory, you just end up with junk all through your inventory, and that's just not an ideal situation. And I guess Charlie is not mad at me anymore, but he's showing me he gets some pretty tanky health there. Alright, well, I'm a big pilot of this ship. Instead of messing around my inventory, I can probably do that off screen or when I have normal space. Let's go do one of these quests real quick. Just as a demonstration, to get that cleared out. Funny thing, the ship's so big, you can rake the nose on a lot of spaces. If you're not careful, I do it all the time. And it's just kind of fun. Break up any little darkness right now. Hey buddy. These guys are super aggressive. Some of the animals great encounter are gonna be super aggressive. Oh, no more genetic material. And I gotta say, some of the alien designs are actually pretty unnerving. There's some weird looking, like, xenomorph, necromorph, scary dudes to run into a while. It's unsettling. Hey! Did you say you could Saurus at me? Excuse me, sir? Fire the weapon. Really? You seriously? You're gonna be like this? Just die? Love that pistol. I don't want to give it up, but man, I love the assault rifle. It's my favorite assault rifle I've found in the game, but I just, man, it doesn't reload. It doesn't have a big enough clip. It's upgraded. Probably didn't upgrade the right thing. Oh. That's the first time I've seen that. I guess that serves to reason that all sorts of critters can get infected. That's the first aquatic red darkness creature I've seen in 300 hours. Or whatever the heck I've actually played this game. And, man, heckin', what? How many hours? I'm sorry, 62 hours. I knew 300 was excessive. I must be thinking of another game. Probably Borderlands, frankly. Summarize a long story, I finally quit Destiny. Destiny 2, I gave up on that game. Again, after many giving up on that game times. And I'll watch some vlogs about it and I'll check in on it once in a while, but I don't have the patience. I don't have the patience for a developer that just hates their fans as much as Bungie does now. And I'm dating myself here a bit, but I've played Bungie games since 1996. So, I've been a big fan of that studio. I played a bunch of Myth, put it that way. And I've had it. I've just had it. So, I sunk a bunch of time, like a lot of people, into Borderlands because that's a great game series, and I may do some Let's Plays of Borderlands coming up if there's just interest in it. Having a lot of fun with this new Siren and the pet, even though it's a terrible spec. I don't care. I love it. I love having a pet. Probably one of the only things that would make this game better for me. Give me a pet. I know QB is a cute little robot. Give me a pet. Give me paying one of these guys instead of blasting for genetic material. I've been feeling awful, like an awful human that they drop nothing of interest to me. You give me a pet. Anytime I play, I want a pet. I like it. It's a good pet. Well, it's looking a little like... I did find a planet that looks a lot like Dune. This might be the Atreides Water World. I'm gonna call this the Atreides Water World. Where are we? Where are we doing? Mavis, Beacon, like the typing experience. We're on Mavis. Any of these higher level systems, go in these mines. You have sheets of pirates, but go in these mines. You're not gonna regret it. I think I mined that one out earlier, right? I would just show you. So we captured that city. Let's see what else we got here. The higher up you are when you're flying, the faster you're gonna move. These are pirate posts, fortresses, I'm not sure what you call them. There it is. They've got guns on top that you're going to take out. At certain points, they're not even worth doing. If you're on a higher level world, a new area, go ahead and try one out. Just crack open a chest to see if it's worth doing on that planet. Like I said about this assault rifle, it's pretty cool. Hey! Especially when you're not as good at dodging in this game as like to. Hey! So, yeah, it's so bad. I mean, that's passable loot. Yes. I don't even care enough about to know I guess let's get some of this. Excuse me. Very rude pirates over here clearing their throat in my ear. Like that. Yeah, pirates? Pirates hit. They hit like a truck. They hurt when they shoot you. Probably should, but beware. Access card. Big up. Okay. So we gotta clear these pirates out. Same pirate tower cleared. And once you clear one of these, it takes it over. There's really nothing you can do with these. You could use it as a mobile, as a base if you really wanted, but like I've said, don't build a base. Don't build a base. Put down some appliances and make some stuff early game. Don't build a base. Unless you really, if you like base building, you're into base building, build a base. But you're going to get a ship that you can put appliances on and storage on so quickly that to me, it's not worth it. Now, if you're investing the time because it's appealing, of course, your mileage will vary. Go ahead and do it. But if you want to save time, you want to get quick progression, and you want to be able to choose whatever the heck you want to do in game, and have that awesome power fantasy that I myself missed from some other games. Yeah, you don't even build a terrestrial base. You're gonna want a mobile base anyway. You know, your base is gonna come with a built-in turret anyway, so you don't even have to worry about it. Well, a lot of the crafting stuff, it's wonderful that you can craft it, but there are going to be certain things that run into turrets. You may not want to even craft it. I didn't craft a turret. I bought my first set of turrets. I just set it down somewhere when I find a nice spot for them. Because things that are expensive to craft are not expensive to buy. Okay, let's throw some things on them. Throw some things in them. And drop some stuff off here. So, like what I was saying, with the stacking inventory, there's no automatic. It doesn't automatically jump and stack where you want it to. You would think this would automatically jump to the dark tissue over here, fill that up, but because there's one remainder, it decides it doesn't want to. That one will, the dark rod. Suspicious name. But there's some big QOL stuff that could be cleaned up a bit, but I suspect that'll come as this game gets older. I'm just going to drop this stuff for now. As this game gets older, if enough people are playing it, please play this game. I'd love to see it around long term. And there is a roadmap. I haven't actually read the roadmap, so I'm going to talk it out of my here. You may want to just review the roadmap if you're at all interested in what is in store for the future of this game, because allegedly a lot of cool stuff coming out down the road. Love any game that's going to actually spend time improving your QOL and your long-term experience with it, of course. It's freaking cool when devs to make their gamers happy. So things like this, shock sticks, melee whips, never save stuff for like 40 credits or something silly like that. If you grind them up in a recycler, they'll give you a decent amount of energy and they're going to be more worthwhile doing that with them, in my opinion, than they are actually waiting and selling them. Hey, bud. Yo, melee guy. Thank you for not just killing me there, I guess. I lucked out. But, Shove me right through the wall. Then, hey, I'm trying to talk about how great this game is and how well designed. You guys are shoving me right through the scenery. I'm just gonna straight up hook you right through the walls and then run at me from all angles. I get the AI on these guys is not anything groundbreaking, but sometimes it'll real surprising. Sneak up on you. Pretty neat to me. The only thing I've noticed is a little buggy right now. There should be, those red dots should all correspond to a pirate, right? They will sometimes spawn underground. So to fully clear an outpost, clear a city, capture it into a city rather, you have to actually dig underground to find it. That's a little silly. But, yeah. Could be worse. I'm not going to sit there and watch that. Sorry. Interaction sounds there. Okay, so we have 2 remaining. Let's see if you guys are above ground. Y'all want to be above ground? Stay above ground. Hang on. We have some assault rifle energy cores for snack here. Snack. Alright, so those guys were all above ground. This was drawn correctly. Don't know why the buildings change. They don't change it every town or outpost. Capture it, but someone will do. Weapon away.
Dạ được chưa mai khi xin quay với
That's a later doubles thing. Impulsively scanning here.
Yeah, I'm just getting the bottom.
Are they all supposed to attack you if you shoot them? And I just
Cao cơ
shooting
kiếm
them before?
Cao cơ kiếm với Siri à cho nó
Yeah, you know what? I
mà
will,
bà là
I'll
bị
take that.
ở vậy sao có đi kinh mới đẹp rồi
Now that I'm taking that, do I actually have? Why did I take that? You know, it's funny, the music here. I know it's nothing like the actual theme, but it's a little Doom-ish to me, so that's probably why I was thinking of it. Hey, man, where's my magnetized, right? Something I'm not sure what to do about it is with the inventory in this game. I don't know if it's better to keep more or if it is to compress the stacks into magnetite ingots, because you'll run into traders that want the ore, and I've noticed the ore sells for a bit more at traders and whatnot, but I don't know. I don't know if it's better to compress it and get rid of it. When you pull up, it just is. But I don't know if it's better to keep it as ore stacks and just throw some more chests down for it, or there we go. There's that glitch. Press down hard. I was crouching, fell straight through the ship. So it could be kind of cool if that were an actual feature, an auto exit feature that you could turn on and off, or an auto exit feature that you could tune or have a key that does it. That would be rad. Some of these ships are hard to get in and out of. It's silly. You spend a bunch of time trying to get in and out of your own ship. But it always happens when you least want it to, or least expect it. And then suddenly you're falling through the sky, people are shooting at you, your shields are already damaged, you were on your ship, just messing with your inventory, and suddenly you're in galactic warfare again. But many little tweaks and changes in this game are just so cool. And many existing things like the ability to scan your veins or so nice mining game. And I'm a mining class. There's 4 different classes you can get of night. You can be there are actual night classes that specialize in combat abilities. There's this mining class that excels in mining. There are a few other classes that I don't even remember offhand, but they seem really cool. Check reroll a new character and start off again, which I may do in the future. If there's enough interest, I will totally reroll a new character, start fresh, test out my ship prospective theory and see if you can just get a bunch of consistent, good, high-dollar ships, sell them for less fast like I did on this too, and just see if that's a viable option for getting the end game and the mid game fast. Love to do it. This game's watch another guy's VOD where he talked about getting really addicted to mining. Still get addicted to mining. Play Minecraft, urge for the mines, like those kids do. Yeah, it's great. Look at that. It's great. You can adjust the amount of ore you get, aim, distance, mine from afar. It's fantastic. I love the customizability. You gotta stop hammering Q. Scan, I can't do that. There's a lot you can do in this game to customize your experience, how you play, and how it goes. The inventory management. When I sell these, what I found is it'll actually sell the stuff that already has used. I like doing that. I like getting those out of my heckin' inventory. I don't know why. It seems to grab the best you have. I don't want another fuel cell that's in its own stack. I think that's really irritating. So there should be a way to just mark your inventory as junk. Mark it as vendor trash. Go into a vendor.
Mọi người ba lê biển. Có dữ chưa?
I don't know.
Mọi người ba lê biển.
I might guess.
Oh, yeah, don't think of son
I had a lot more, and then I pressed it all. I smelted it, and I don't think I have that more anymore. So let's just knock out a couple quests. Hi, this is a beautiful planet. Yeah, it's the, I think it's the Atreides homeworld. It's looking a lot like it. I should know that. Big Frank Herbert fan. I should know the name of the planet the Atreides are from. Track of our marker. There's the marker. There's the marker. We're gonna get the marker. And we go into this material. Hat. Energetic material. Rose marker. It's trees. I like collecting the plant types. Where is the marker? I am completely writing myself in trouble. That's it, I'll do. And... Alright, this is a darkness clearing quest. We're going to clear darkness. We're probably going to tackle some darkness critters. It's a long day. There's this game like to shoot, and the interest there is to shoot. them, but they don't seem to do that later in the game, and you actually have to do a light strike against them. I didn't want to do that. I don't want to waste my life cores, but so I'm gonna have to clear all the darkness. Oh, hey, never mind. There we go. Yes, I do. Clearing all the darkness clears that. Sometimes they regrow too quickly for you to actually do that. And you just have to light strike them. Light strike is that nuclear. My goodness, there's a lot of mountains there. Light strike is that nuclear strike that you call using this. I'll show you. If you let that finish, call light strike, you get a light nuke. And it kills the darkness. You can allegedly stand in it, it'll clear your status effect. It's not supposed to damage ships, but I haven't tried it. I don't trust it. I'm afraid of it right now. I'll blow up your ship. I'm being silly. Probably won't hurt your ship. Find out one day. Oh, okay, so what did I stop doing that game? Fat finger it? Where was I even looking? And what was I looking for? Don't get old. This is what happens when you start getting forgetful. You lose track of stuff to save up all of your concentration power when you're working and on the clock and getting paid. And then when you're off the clock, it just goes to schrammer schmammer, and you just get real loose with it. You forget where you are. Forget people's names. Forget beloved childhood science fiction series that you spent hours and hours reading. Forget names of their home planets. It's just very, very sad. Very sad. It's very sad. But is this open source music, or is this just straight up ethereal, wonderful music that was made for this game? I don't know. Just enjoying it. Oh, that's good. Detected light temple in the system. Well, anyway, while we're out of the atmosphere, I might as well just go check out what the heck that is, and then I'm probably going to jump into the space station. If there is a space station here, I don't remember if it's in this system. The system of Marvis. Marvis 2. Marvis 2. With that glowing titanium. The home world of the trading is Marvis 2. About these pirates, you can keep your mirrors without a lot of guns. The best way to dodge that pirate in this game is just to back up to the left, back up to the right, hold back in a direction, and let them trail you. They're not going to trail your ship with the guns well enough to shoot you. And especially if you're running to a lot of POI, points of interest, to see if you can find a ship, and there's nothing there, you just get a pirate that is going to damage your ship and make you pay money or materials to repair it. You can just avoid all that. Just blast their ship out of the sky. I like the missiles in this game. I don't like how doggone expensive the missiles in this game are. There are two variants. One does 1,000 damage, one does 6,000 damage. 6,000 damage, just go straight there. Just go. Don't even bother with the 1,000 damage ones. They're not gonna but they're just not relevant. They're a little spacecraft. You can buy them in stacks of like 12, 24 stations you find them on, and I would love to have a full stack of 30 as a compliment, because a couple of missiles are not good. Bunch of health off these guys. Make a lot less than to fight them. It sucks that they're so hard to fight. Also, your las guns don't scream in your ears. Here, I know I'm being dramatic about that, but my God, is that loud. I may be passing ships, because you see those chests that spawn, or the chest icons that pop up. The chests are the only things that are going to show on your point of interest if there's a ship or chest there. Now, it doesn't mean there's a ship there. It just means there's a chest there. Low-level ship, sometimes it's just a chest. Sometimes it's a ship and a chest. If it's a low-level ship, you can have low-level trash here and here. It's not even worth taking it out, quite frankly. But chests are a great way to bookmark the ship. POI that you want to go back and look at. Bro. Hey, don't I'm getting shot at. Can you regenerating? Chests are a great way of bookmarking the POI you want to come back and take a look at in Il Futuro, because they actually show up, and I can get back to a chest. Not always the way with the point of interest. The point of interest seems to disappear sometimes. If you take the chests and empty, loot them, they may disappear, and they're not as noticeable. It'll just turn into a blue dot. The blue dots are not distinguishable. You don't know which blue dot there was a ship at, or if it's just a blue dot that was like, oh hey, there was something in space here at one point, now it's gone. Which, why would it still be there and not clear? But minor gripes. Minor gripes. Hopefully valid. No minor gripes. Aye! Jumping away. So this is sort of what I'm talking about. Get that blue dot marker there. I don't... Oh, that... Forget everything I said. Sometimes it's worth just checking out the chest, because that was 11 diamond, sapphire, 11 emerald right there from a single chest is what it looked like to me. That's heavy, right? No. I got a snap. Delicious. Spicy pistachio. You knock me out first. I'm trying to go check out a chest. You knock me out first to plant. Silly. Oh! Yep. Just a lot. That's all I ask. You'll click on something, highlight it, cruise to it, warp to it, jump to it. I don't want to be dragged off track, so that when I old person fat fingered it, deliver ship all over the place, make it swallow a bunch of unchewed pistachios because they're spicy, and it's gonna hurt it. Okay, Hall. Okay, Hall. So what am I illustrating here? I'm illustrating the jump system, the cruise system. Sometimes not that great. Sometimes the things you're trying to jump to warp, or you're trying to cruise to a chest. So you don't have to just set your throttle all the way forward. You go to a chest. It's a little goofy. I'm digging the music, you know. I'm digging the music in this game. Most of the time when I'm playing games, I'll have some other audio on, either my own music or something else on the background. I'm digging this game. This right here, ladies and gentlemen, has got to be, I don't know why, but it's like the most common mid to late game ship. I really like the Artemis. I think it's a wonderful little crafty goose. This is my fifth one though. That's kind of funny. It's a great ship. super easy to come by. So if you want to come buy it, sure, go out and grab one. Good ship. It's good for you. I don't like that that's continued to drift downward. Maybe it's my mouse. But no, it's not just the mouse, because I'm not moving that mouse and it just continues to drift off the marker that I'm trying to get to. That's annoying. I don't want to have to hold that. That's annoying, man. I don't like it. I don't like it. So I would have chosen an interesting way to end my Halloween here, doing this hour let's play. I just sort of ramble. But hopefully someone out there sees this and enjoys this. Hopefully someone sees this, sees a game that they'd like to play, and jumps into it and gets to have as much fun as I've had playing this game in just a short period of time. And I mean, I love crafting and voxel games and survival games and everything, but I guess for a lot of people, they love working all the way through, starting off with nothing and crafting and working and working and working. I just don't love it that much. I don't love this starting off with nothing and grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding for a little less nothing. I like being able to jump to. Look at that, man. Look at these. You know how many of those ships I have. Artemis. I like to be able to jump ahead and enjoy the world in the game and not have to constantly look for bare basic materials to help me survive. Slots. Is that the one? I guess that is the one I was using at one point. I guess I'll keep going around in circles. It's kind of late where I'm at. I'll go ahead and sell this Leviathan. It's served me well. Like I said, I take those appliance slots, not appliances, the equipment slots out. Because sell it, make some money, find my Leviathan that I was using. My Leviathan that I was using, and then we're going to come over here, we're going to throw these in recyclers, because it's just one of the ways of getting good cheap energy. Yes, cheap renewable energy. Yes, cheap energy capsules. Yum yum yum. Yum 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 yum. Let's go and get cheap renewable energy capsules. Oh no. Anyway, this has been a ton of fun. I'm losing my train of thought here. I gotta go rest up, go haunt some more kiddos and adults tomorrow, because 2 more nights left of wonderful Halloween every year. It's my favorite holiday. So hopefully this was at least enjoyable or informative to somebody out there looking at playing this game. I highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun. It's a blast. You'll get far. You can do whatever you want. Enjoy it. Fuck it out. Until next time. Rampant out.